Answers, uncovering the truth. Boston 25 News investigates.
From heroin trafficking to violent crimes, accused and convicted felons are getting licensed to care for children in Massachusetts.
25 Investigates obtained a list of the most serious charges found during some background checks. Here's investigative reporter Ted Daniel.
A background check is required to run a daycare in Massachusetts. This story is not about people who hid their crimes or slipped through the cracks. We have the most serious charges state regulators found and said yes to. Assault and battery on a police officer, assault with a hammer, reckless endangerment of a child, trafficking heroin, trafficking cocaine. It wasn't easy to get the list. The Department of Early Education and Care, or EEC, charged us $900 in public records fees.
The state never said, hey, you can't be in the daycare.
25 Investigates has been fighting for the data since last spring, when we discovered that 914 home daycare providers with criminal records have passed background checks since 2020. And that doesn't include Western Mass.
You can't be a coach, a referee, go on a kid's field trip with some of these charges, but you can open a daycare.
I would be concerned as a mother.
Carol Erskine is a retired Worcester juvenile court judge. Based on her decades in child welfare, she says some of the charges EEC has discretion over should be automatic disqualifiers.
I would be concerned if the licensee had a history of drug trafficking or assault and battery with a dangerous weapon.
According to EEC, less than 1% of background check approvals involve the most serious charges it has discretion over. And EEC says most cases don't involve convictions. A spokesperson tells us the agency evaluates the unique circumstances of each individual's background.
This agency has a tremendous responsibility, and they work hard at it.
We shared our findings with State Senate Minority Leader Bruce Tarr from Gloucester. He says EEC should have discretion, especially when it comes to old or low-level charges. But some of the approvals we found make him question how discretion is being applied.
What are the criteria that are being used? What kind of an investigation is done? How are decisions being reached? And I think we all ought to be concerned about why these folks are still being entrusted with our children.
As a result of our reporting, Senator Tarr tells me he wants a State House hearing to learn more about the discretionary approval process. So who are these child care providers? Citing state privacy laws, EEC refuses to tell us their names or the daycares they operate. For 25 Investigates, I'm Ted Daniel.